NFC set to kick off as this one's away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. On first down, Bledsoe. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the 2nd round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Brees. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Brees.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Brees going to throw. Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts
from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Throwing again. Bledsoe. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go draw play. It's Dillon. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze.
Right back to Pitts again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Breeze to throw again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC.
Jamison Williams
from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The NFC kickoff team out there, and they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Bledsoe. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
The way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bledsoe. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From the 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown NFC. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it is 28-0. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown NFC.
Again, Open Button, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Moss as he'll get it on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
To throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. This will be caught by Randy Moss.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They run again with Dillon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Dillon.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.